Even though this week in the life very much started as the last week of my undergraduate degree, you will see after a few more life obstacles were thrown at me that this ended up not being the case. However, I want my experience during this vlog and from last year to show you that not everyone has 3 perfect years at university. Not everyone finishes exactly on time, and that is completely fine. I hope you enjoy this video. I think it's gone. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I've submitted my dissertation. Oh my god. You know, when I thought the last week of uni would be stressful, I didn't expect it to be like this. Hey guys, it's Gaia, what's up? And welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to probably one of the last university vlogs you'll see for a while. So today is currently Monday the 9th of August. My final year deadlines are due on Friday at 2 p.m. If you're new to my channel, you're probably thinking by now,
whose uni course finishes in August?
If you haven't been following along so far, basically my name is Gaia and I'm a final year psychology or criminology student at Nottingham, Trent University. I was actually supposed to finish my course in May with the rest of my cohorts. Let's just say I've struggled a lot in my final year. The pandemic has definitely not helped. It basically got to the point in around April where I was like this close to burning out. My mental health was honestly deteriorating. Like if it was some slope, it'd be like this. You know, I realised I kind of needed to prioritise my mental health over my education. So I spoke to my academic tutor and also a few other advisors who basically recommended that I take an extension out to August and basically complete the rest of my work in what's known as the referral period, which is basically between June and August, which is basically where we are now. For the last few months, I have been slowly chipping away at that work. However, it's the last week now and I've quickly realised that I've actually got quite a lot of work left to do. This is probably the point in the video where you're going,
what the hell? Why have you got so much work? Like, you literally had 3 months. You could have planned this out so well.
Well, my friends, that's what I did. Back in June, I told myself, right, you know, I've got several weeks for each topic. I've got this. Basically, something called life came along and just kind of went, you know, here we are now. There's been a lot of things that have happened over the last few weeks that I did not expect to happen, both good and bad, but they've definitely affected my schedule in completing things. So I basically found myself in the last week of my referral period with quite a bit to do, and let's just say I'm kind of freaking out. We're trying to stay calm, you know. I did actually get a few assignments done for other modules a few weeks back, so it's not like I've got everything to do. If that was the case, I'd definitely be panicking right now. My plan is actually to hand all of my work in on Thursday instead of Friday, even though the official deadline is actually Friday, because Friday is actually Friday the 13th. And not that I'm exactly superstitious or anything, but I did not go through 3 years of stress trying to navigate my degree in a pandemic just to jinx myself at the last second. So if you do enjoy today's video though, please give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Keep me all in your prayers because, like I said, I just really need it. So basically what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the evening is altering my dissertation. I love how you can see my hand moving in the reflection of my laptop. God, I use my hands too much to explain things. Basically on this side is my dissertation draft. It's pretty much my final draft. And on this side I basically have a copy of the feedback that my tutor sent back to me back in April. God, I've said like back like 4 different times in that sentence just then. Jeez. So basically what I'm doing is going through my draft, making sure that I've incorporated all of the feedback that she's included in this copy. Also, the reason why both of them are super zoomed out is because I don't really want to submit footage of my dissertation on the internet because someone could end up actually copying it. Hopefully not any of you guys, and I don't want that to affect my final degree. So don't worry, I don't think any of you guys are going to steal my work, but it's just to ensure that all of the hard work that I've submitted isn't like marked down by my academic school. As you can see, I've got a few bits on this draft that are in yellow, and those are basically random bits and bobs that I've highlighted to remind myself that once everything is done, just to go back and double check they're correct or whether I actually need them. So as you can see, there's like one here, and then there's a few further down when I'm like looking at my results and stuff, because I want to double check like all my graphs and stuff are fine and good to go. I'm literally so done with my dis though. Literally for the last few days I've been hitting all my targets and like I was feeling really positive about it, but because today took a bit longer than planned, I I just don't want to stare at it anymore. Like, I just want to send it off. I don't even want to check it now. Like, I know obviously I need to, but like anyone who has done a dissertation who is watching this right now will be able to agree with me that I don't think I've ever actually had to do a piece of work that was actually so soul-sucking as my dissertation. Like, don't get me wrong, like I've actually really enjoyed doing the research and stuff. It's just all that writing and then double checking that it all flows, and I think just staring at that amount of words over such a long period of time just really messes with you. Like, I've never had this feeling at all of any other essays, even ones that were like 3,000 words. Like, oh, you know, Jesus. But to give you actually some good news out of all of this stress and chaos, I actually managed to get my dissertation between 6,000 and 8,000 words. Even though there isn't actually like a minimum word limit to our dissertations, they do actually recommend you hitting 6,000, and previously I was a few hundred off, so I was kind of worrying about that. So yay, good for us. Oh. So it's currently Tuesday morning. Before you say anything, yes, I know I look a mess. We're not going there. I'm just gonna say it now, as the week goes on, this is probably just gonna get even worse. But I don't have the time to get dolled up and look nice, so it's the greasy roots growing through hair for me. The plan for today is to finish the script for my 20-minute podcast that I have to record as part of my module Trauma in Children and Adolescents. It's 100%, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bricking it. I can already see this vlog is going to be very repetitive since I don't have the time to do anything else but get my head down and study. So while I crack on with today's work, I'm going to take you back to a week ago when I was actually moving out of my third year house. So cue the footage. Number E. I can't even remember which keys opens the door. I think it's this one. It's just literally been so long since I've been here. Now let's see the state of this room. God, it smells dusty. Oh, my alcohol. I've missed this view, not gonna lie. It's literally so weird to look out the window now and be like, woo. But yeah, I guess we've got quite a job on our hands to... I love the state of my photo board. It's just slowly falling off, and I've still got pretty much a wardrobe of just, oh, don't want to see that. Is that a spider?
I think that's spider.
Excuse me. I don't like that. Do not like that. He's not even paying rent. I bet he's used my room more than I've used my room. Great, well, he has to go. I love the state of that as well. Like, I love that, just sums up how I felt this year, just like literally on the verge of just breaking down. But yeah, let's do it. I've still got Wi-Fi in here. Oh my god, it still remembers me.
Based on 1975.
Okay.
What do I have to say to keep you by my side? How to start in a liquefy.
Gaia Rose jacket here, the iconic one. I've finally been reunited with it. Okay, look at this. Look at the state of these shoes. Oh, that is disgusting. That's what working in a Wetherspoon's kitchen does to you. Oh, we need to burn these. Kill it with fire. Look at that.
It's just cute though, the cute shoes.
Those are not cute shoes.
Need you here to tell me that I'll be okay. Married one, loving two, and now it's 3 a.m. Thinking what if it's you and me? At the end, that maybe we'll be okay. I know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I know that you're coming back home. Having my own conversations, hoping you will come and save me. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I hope that you're coming back home.
3/4 of the way done. I just need to make sure everything's clean. God, I'm literally so tired. Oh my god, my feet ache. Like, I literally need a foot massage, it's that bad. Like, I've forgotten actually how hard these floors are, and like walking around here for the last 2 hours, like cleaning everything up, has it's just killed my feet. I just need to just kind of clean the desk, because as you can see it's quite dusty because I've not been here at all, but everything else is like done. And then I just need to quickly also check the bathroom's okay, because a few things have been left which aren't mine, so yeah. Goodbye room, I'm gonna miss you. Didn't really have much time with you really, just 2 months, which is a shame because of the pandemic, but it was nice living in you for those 2 months, you know, and now it's time to leave you, I guess. We just need to remember to take Barnaby as well. 3 hours later, we've finally done. But yeah, gonna miss this view as well. I guess it's time to pack everything in the car and officially leave. Quite sad actually. Dramatically walks off. Bye room. Bye dead spider. So yeah, this is it. Catskill, third year house. Officially moving out, even though, like I said, barely lived here. Yeah, I guess it's end of an era, kinda. Right, is that my phone? Yeah. Bye. Oh no. I guess that's finally it.
I just like to say, it's
kind of running late.
Maybe sad that you're leaving this house. It's now time to
move on
to bigger, brighter,
better things.
better things.
Guess it's ready to head back then.
Yeah.
Let's go. Bye, Catskill. It's been a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, so I'm currently actually editing the vlog you're watching right now, and I thought to actually explain the footage you'll have just seen surrounding me moving out of my house, because I've had a lot of questions from you guys about my living situation this year and also where that third year house is. So for those who are new, in first year I lived in student halls, and then in second and third year I lived in student houses that were actually owned by landlords. And even though I managed to live in the properties of first and second year for most of their tenancy, when it comes to third year, as I mentioned in the footage, I only got to stay there for like 2 or 3 months, and that was because I moved in September, lived there for the autumn term, and then in December I moved back home expecting to only go back for 4 weeks as holiday, and then the third UK lockdown hit, which meant I couldn't move back for ages. And then even though travel restrictions began to lift over the next few months, I actually had a few kind of personal situations happening at home, which meant I couldn't exactly go back. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that in May I finally got to come back to Nottingham to finish the rest of my studies, but I decided to go live with Dan because I really missed him and I hadn't seen him in about like 5 months. And then literally within the last 2 weeks I've been going back and forth between my family home, which is this background, and Dan's family home, which you'll have seen in pretty much most of the last few vlogs. It is a shame that I didn't get to have much time in my third year house, but I guess that's just how life goes. Moving on, I just want to quickly talk about where the house actually is, because I've had loads of questions and lots of people actually thinking it's like student halls, that I'm living in like NTU owned student halls, which is not the case. Where I lived in third year for 2 months was a student house, and it was owned by a landlord. Because of safety reasons, I felt it was only best to actually talk about where I lived until like after I moved out. The company that owned the house, they owned several properties, and our house was actually situated in like this court with a bunch of other houses owned by the same company. So it sort of felt like student halls, and it kind of looked like student halls, but it was almost as if you were to just put loads and loads of like student houses together and have a gate at the front. I did really like where the third year house was situated because it was close to uni, yet because it was in a court it still felt quite private. So the student landlord that owned our student house was called Catskill. They've now actually changed their name and like done a whole makeover on their brand, and they're now actually called University Quarter, and I can't honestly rate them enough. University Quarter, Catskill, whatever. They literally were like the best landlords you could ever dream of. Like, they were so nice and so welcoming and hospitable, and they were always there if you needed any maintenance issues, and they like arrived really fast. Like, in second year I was actually with Student Cribs, which is another Nottingham housing provider, and let's just say, considering they charged like an extra 50 quid a week for that student house I had in second year, they literally took ages to come and fix the house. Like, we had a leaky ceiling, they literally didn't fix it. All they did was just paint over it, as if that's gonna do anything, and it just got really dangerous. They also used to bring around loads of treats for us every now and again, like free donuts at like Halloween, or like in the summer they'll have like the ice cream truck, and they actually gave us like free hoodies that said Kexkill on it. So yeah, if you are a Nottingham student and you are looking for a student house or halls, because I think they do have a few flats included in their properties, I really rate University Quarter. They are honestly amazing, really fair prices, good if you're on a budget, but they're also really decent landlords. Like, they actually care for students, which you don't get a lot of the time, sadly. So now that I've answered a few of your questions surrounding my house and moving out, I'm now going to get back onto the rest of the vlog, where, let's just say, the plans change and everything pretty much just goes up in the air when it comes to my degree. I started Thursday morning with a meeting with my academic tutor. We spoke about my next steps, and honestly she relieved all of the anxiety I was feeling about my degree. I don't even know where to begin. So basically the last 48 hours have actually been quite a whirlwind. A lot has basically changed, hence why I was in a meeting with my tutor this morning. Basically the last 2 days have literally just been me having a breakdown 24/7. Like, I don't think I've cried so much like in such a long time, especially over uni work, as I have over these last 2 days. And that's part of the reason why I didn't film them, because everything was just a mess. Basically, I got to the point on Tuesday where I just kind of quickly realised that despite starting this vlog off as potentially the last week at NTU and planning to basically submit for Friday, which is the last day of the referral period if I want to graduate in December, I realised that I'm not going to hit those deadlines, or if I do submit, that basically the work is not going to be up to my usual standard. Basically I just got really panicky and was like, what do? I need to probably enter in for another extension or something. Like, I can't just submit all this because I'm not going to get a good grade. Like, it's going to pull my average down. Like, I've worked so hard over the last 3 years. But I quickly found out, because of the fact that the board of the examiners only meets in June and in September, so it's in line with the June and December graduations that you have at university, and the referral period is for the September board of examiners, that because I can't meet that, the next available opportunity for me to like hand in my work will be next June, because that's the next time the board of examiners will meet to mark my work. That's technically the next academic year, so that means I now have to technically repeat the year. However, resitting the year is kind of like an umbrella term, so it really depends on your situation. Okay, hey, editing guy here again, woo. Basically I was looking through the footage where I was explaining my situation on that Thursday, and I realised that I had like a really long-winded explanation. So long story short, for example, if you are a student who has a lot of assignments for a lot of modules that you haven't submitted yet, or I think if you failed a few modules, they recommend that you retake the year with classes C, and that's basically the traditional repeating approach. Alternatively though, if you are in my position where I literally have completed most of my assignments, including my dissertation, I've literally only got like 2 assignments left, I've started writing them, there's literally no point me sitting in classes and redoing all like the lectures and materials again. They suggest that you can take the year without attendance, so in theory you're literally just getting like a year-long extension to submit in June, but you can submit any time in between. Like, as soon as the university drop boxes open, which I think are around the end of September or October when term starts, the drop boxes are literally just open as they would be if you were just a normal like non-repeating student. So as you can see, I don't really want to call myself a repeating student, because I'm not sitting through the classes, I'm not repeating the material. I literally needed 2 more weeks to do the work. They couldn't give me those 2 extra weeks as an extension if I wanted to graduate for December, so they told me, why don't you graduate in June and then have a year extension and then just take 2 weeks out of that, and that's what I've done. And I'm really happy with my decision because I'm obviously not going to take like an entire year to complete those last remaining assignments, fingers crossed. I just need those 2 weeks and then I can submit it all in a few weeks time and then get back to what I want to do. Obviously the only downfall to this is that I'm going to have to wait until June to find out the results for the remaining assignments and my overall degree classification, but that's okay. Like, things could be much worse, you know. So yeah, anyway, let's get back on with the vlog. Just quickly though, if you are wondering a little bit more about my plans for the next year, I will be uploading a Q&A soon where I basically answer everything to do with that and graduation and everything in between, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's currently a few minutes past 11 p.m. and I am actually a few minutes away from submitting several of my assignments that I'm going to be submitting for the referral deadline. One of those being my dissertation, which I'm very, very nervous to send off because it's literally been my baby now for nearly a year. And I'm definitely one of those people that I kind of like to hold on to work as long as I can because I'm just so scared to send it off and get it marked. Like, I kind of just don't want to find out the mark. Oh, like, as soon as I send it off, I'm literally going to be that person who worries about the result for like a good month, even though there's actually nothing they can do. Oh god, I am literally so nervous. Like, my heart is literally doing that. Like, oh. I literally can't believe it that like after tonight I'll have still submitted over half my degree. Which is very terrifying. I'm sure one day though, if I do get a good grade, I might even read out my dissertation. But I just thought before I do send it off that I kind of want to read you guys my acknowledgements. First and foremost, thank you to my research project supervisor, Dr. Lauren Abel, for encouraging and supporting me through the whole process and giving me invaluable advice. Thank you also for reminding me to also prioritise my mental health. Well, I don't know if my supervisor will ever see this, Lauren, hi. But if you do, I just really want to say I can't thank you enough for the support you've given me. Like, there's been times where I've been worried to even ask you a question because I feel like it's stupid, and you've always given me such helpful advice, especially since I didn't get to finish on time and I've had loads of stuff thrown my way. Like, you've been just amazing. You know, shout out to Laura, my supervisor. If any of you guys are actually doing psychology at NTU, she is an amazing lecturer. Like, she's just great, so I hope you guys have her because she was amazing as a supervisor. Next, thank you to Student Support Services at Nottingham Trent University for the dyslexia diagnosis and constant guidance throughout my studies. Next, to my YouTube subscribers, thank you so much for following and supporting me while I navigated the highs and lows of my undergraduate degree. I'm so grateful to have learned so many valid life lessons at university that I can now pass on through my YouTube channel. Thank you to my friends and family for all the love and for believing in me every step of the way. Last but not least, thank you to my partner Dan for being my biggest supporter in both academia and my YouTube work as a student ambassador. You've always been there reassuring me when I've had a low moment or doubted my potential. The last 3 years have truly been a roller coaster, and I couldn't have done it without you all. So yeah, emotional again indeed. Right, so now that that emotional moment is over, I now actually have to send all this off, which is very scary. Oh. Just before I actually send off all of my assignments, I wanted to show you this little sticky note that I've actually had in front of me for the last week to try and motivate myself. It's basically built up of all the things I'm looking forward to once I finish. But yeah, I'm really looking forward when all of this is over to get back to doing YouTube full time, hitting 900, plus I'm obviously going to be doing a giveaway soon. It's very exciting, you know, to celebrate 1,000 subs, and then this is another exciting opportunity that I've got for YouTube, which I'll tell you guys a bit more about in a few weeks' time. Okay, so this is the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm gonna go send off everything. I've actually got all of it lined up. I'll show you. I've actually got all of the tabs open. I've left my dissertation in the last tab so I can send that off last. Oh, okay. Oh my god, my heart is actually just doing that. Like, I don't think I've got to the point where I'm like shaking, but who knows, that might change when it's my dissertation. So the first thing I need to send off is for my professional practice module, and it's a consultancy report. Oh, I've got to focus now. I've actually got to think. I've got to be careful because I don't want to send it to the wrong Dropbox. So here goes the first one. Oh my god, okay. successful. Woo! So the next thing I need to send off is my 3,000 word essay for my module Sexual and Violent Crime. I actually really enjoyed writing that essay, so I really hope I do well in it because I spent a lot of time doing loads of research. Even though all of my assessments are technically my babies, alongside the dissertation, I think this essay is actually up there with being like one of my favourite children, if that makes sense. Right, so... oh, I've got a fly trying to attack me. Go away. I'm clicking the submit button. Okay, that one's gone off. That one's gone off. That one's gone. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Like, I haven't even sent my diss off and I'm already like, oof. Okay, now that that's gone, this is the one we've all been waiting for. My dissertation. I really hope I do well in this because this is double the credits of any of the other modules. So this will be really the indicator of whether I get like overall a really good grade. Oh, okay, it's uploading. This is currently what it looks like on my screen. So I'm gonna add it. Okay, and I've literally got to submit it, but oh my god, I don't even want to touch that button. But yeah, double checking. Referral period, dissertation. I don't know whether this is a wise move to do it like this because I could end up actually messing up submitting it. But I kind of want to show you guys the screen. Maybe there you go, like even though I look really dark now, you can kind of still see the screen. Okay, so are we ready? So I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna do it. 11 months in the making, 7,000 words later, here I am. Oh, I'm really nervous. I'm gonna click it. I think it's gone. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I've submitted my dissertation. Oh my god. Look at that. File submission successful. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I've submitted all of that. Oh my god. Well, I guess now that that is all gone, I am now gonna go to bed and I will update you guys in the morning. Jessie! Hello, Jess. Hello.
Who's that?
Hello. 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 Hello, I missed you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Guess who's back in the house? That's my RuPaul. Well, that's what RuPaul says. He's like, guess who's back in the house?
Yeah,
Click
but I was
back.
thinking, guess who's back?
Back again. So, no, I'm going to sing that when I'm outside NTE. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. I started Friday by driving back to Notts and re-dyeing my hair since it seriously needed it. Then we headed off to City Campus to take some dissertation photos, and let's just say the wind was definitely not my best friend.
Pieces of me that I want to see the most. I shrug and I grin whenever my shot goes in. This is my show when I'm taking over again. To my highlight reel, ain't showing how the sidelines feel. Maybe they'll believe it's real. All the dunks and the touchdowns and home runs. Welcome to my highlight reel. Ain't showing how the sidelines feel. Maybe they'll believe it's real. All the dunks and the touchdowns and home runs.
Dan and I wrapped up Friday evening with drinks at the Magic Garden in Nottingham to celebrate handing in my dissertation and other assignments. By the way, the cocktails there are honestly amazing. I really recommend if you are from Nottingham or are thinking to visit. It was just a great way to end the week. Tonight should be fine.
Tonight is yours.
So now that we've reached the end of the vlog, I just want to thank everyone who has supported me for the last 3 years. University isn't always straightforward. Life does get in the way, so important reminder that it's okay if your path doesn't look the same as everyone else's. You should always do what's right for you. But thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed.